On tonight's episode, we get back into the Sold Out series, and NECA responds. Let's get into it.
I'm Rich.
I'm Othello,
I'm Aaron.
and by our fandoms combined, we're Fandom United. So, what we want to talk about tonight is a great interview that Rich sent out to our group, and we all took a look at. You have to give big props before we even get started. Before we even get into it, for NECA to even respond to everything that's going on with all the bots and the toy shortages and the exclusives, and they just made big dog moves. I wish they were making all my toys, because I just love the response that they gave to the fans. So Rich, you watched that video several times.
So Pixel Dan, when the whole bot thing was going on, reached out to Randy over at NECA and said, "Hey, do you want to come on, do an interview, and talk about the problem?" And he's like, "Yes, I would love the platform." And they did a little Zoom thing. I want to say it was during Comic-Con at home. Is where that aired. It was a really good interview, and they took as much responsibility for it as I felt like that was due for them to take. But I mean, really, the problem's not with them. It's just, hey, this is a new problem. It just sucks that it happened the way that it happened. But almost made me wonder if they were watching one of our videos that laid out a, hey, here's
I would
Pixel
love,
Dan,
yeah,
if you're watching.
Yeah, I would love that kind of connect. You know what I mean?
Honestly, I don't care how it happened. I'm just glad that it happened, because their solution was to, hey, they expedited one of their upcoming exclusives and said, hey, we're gonna go ahead and roll this one out. We're gonna do it in house.
And which one is that?
The 2-pack. Who was it?
NECA and Reza?
Yeah.
Or Toka and Reza.
Or Toka.
Yeah.
Toka and Reza.
See, I can't. I just wanted you to say it, because
Yeah,
in my brain,
I was trying to put it back like you say
Nope.
Trent Reznor.
because my old adult brain is like, the Trent Reznor pack. No, that's not right. That's not right.
No, but they rolled it out where they're like, hey, we're leaving it open on our website for a week, where you can get in. There's a limit of 2 per household, which is smart. They're still protecting their brand. They're not going to let people flood the market with it just by buying 1 million of them and put them out there, and then they don't hold value, because it's important for them to protect their brand. So I think a limit. You don't need more than 2. Stop being until.
And then you said it's a week. So if you go out to their site now,
You go out
it's
to
live now.
Depending on when this post, because I think it went up either Thursday or Friday. So, and I could be wrong. It might not have been a week. It might have only been like 5 days or something. But it was more than hey, we're
It's
up
more than a
we're
1
out.
minute exclusive kind of thing, and we're
Yeah.
up to, so
they did go kind of with what we had talked about in the last episode with the
pre-order route.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is smart. I think they're going to move more units that way than they would have having an exclusive in a box store or whatever. And from what they're saying in the interview, they can't go that way with everything, because they've got some that are still committed to
Big box
things that were
retailers
already
like
in
Walmart.
play. So they'll finish those out, and I have a feeling that they'll probably just kind of play it by ear and say, okay, hey, from here on out, this is what we're going to do this. Or if they still have to make deals with it to keep their little, NECA corner, in the back of, Walmart or Target, I'm sure they'll do what they have to do. But I was glad to see that they addressed, hey, this is a fix for it. We're doing this, and everybody who I know that's wanted one already has them on order. So
Yeah, I like that move. I like that move a lot, because it shows the fans
that they actually care.
That they care. But we were talking earlier before we started recording, and that's the difference between NECA and Hasbro. Hasbro hasn't said jack.
No.
Because Hasbro is a big, huge conglomerate. They don't care. They just want, you're talking about our stuff. Hey, great. Woohoo, free publicity.
I don't know if it's that they don't care,
they don't care enough to respond.
I honestly, I think what
true.
it is that the people who are making decisions are probably so far removed from
Right.
the having contact
And
with
that's
people,
the
and
beauty of somebody
the
like
lackeys who would be able to tell somebody can't get it far enough up the chain to get somebody's attention to say, hey,
And that's a problem with the huge conglomerate.
that is a problem.
That is the beauty of somebody like NECA, who realizes, hey, the fans
Yeah.
are who keeps, money in our pockets, food on our tables. And so we're going to do this awesome thing for the fans. We're going to make it easier for the fans,
Yeah.
not the scalpers, the fans to actually get their hands on these. And we're going to take care of you. We're going to do the pre-order thing. Once it's closed, it's closed. So we still kind of save some exclusivity there.
Yeah.
And we're only going to make what's already pre-ordered. I think that's genius.
Yeah.
I think that is 100% genius. It's almost like the HasLab model. Like, hey, you got to pre-buy
Right.
it to fund it, and then we're going to make it.
Yep.
Now all we can do is hope that it picks up on the other ones, but unfortunately I feel like the only way it's going to happen is when the higher ups go, hey, how come we didn't make as much money this quarter? Then they say, oh, well, the issue, well, look what NECA did. Oh, well,
But see, that's the problem. Once again, is it gets lost in the shuffle. Oh, it's a write-off.
Right.
Oh, we tried this thing, and it's a write-off. And so
And they're not losing money.
They're not losing any money. They're saving money on taxes. So then, therefore, they make more money. They get more money on their bonuses. I mean, I'm not, trying to poo-poo big corporations. Yeah, sure, they give us great things, like video surveillance and, drones and all that other great stuff. But, but I don't think that, like you said, the people that can make these decisions,
They're too far.
they're too far away. One of the reasons I think NECA moves so fast is because NECA's smaller.
Yeah. And I
A
think
Absolutely.
big company can't move that quick.
same thing with I know that Funko really tried getting in front of it. They'd put out a statement before our last episode and really took responsibility for parts of it that I don't think that was on them. Kind of scared me a little bit. I'm like, okay, by you taking responsibility of that, are you still not understanding what the problem is? But
Right.
even if that's the case, they're still small enough. I think that they can course correct and that they can make adjustments to make it better for the fans. Same with Super 7. I think, and again, smaller companies that can just be a little bit more agile than, a big corporate.
A big, monolith like Hasbro or a
Right.
Disney or, somebody like that. I think it's going to take Hasbro too long to recover that shift. That ship has already sailed for those, for the Cobra Commanders and all the other things that we got screwed out on, that we missed out on.
I think it's going to be an eventuality that they will end up having to adjust to this model.
I hope it takes off enough that they're like, hey, how come this is what's working for our people?
Right.
Because that's probably what more corporations look at is like, well, what's working for our competition? What are they doing? Do we need to adjust anything? I don't know. There may be old enough suits up there though that are just like, nope, this is the way we've been doing it for the last 40 years. We're
Yeah.
gonna keep doing it this way.
Yeah.
I mean, if the only way I could see this really working is if they began as Hasbro to say, okay, we're Hasbro, right? We're this big corporate umbrella, and then you guys over here, you're the G.I. Joe line, and we have a whole nother separate structure over there, and you guys handle your business like a small company and try to move fast and get this stuff out there and get this to
That
the
would be
people.
the smart way to do it.
That would be the smart
I
way to
mean,
do
I've
it.
seen other larger companies do it before, kind of break themselves up internally, but still stay under the same, corporate umbrella.
Well, isn't that what HasLab is essentially? Is its own little...
Yeah, it is. To what you're saying though, they are in divisions like that because I mean,
Right.
I know
but
a guy
I'm
that knows
saying-
the guy that's
Yeah.
the head of the Joe stuff, and apparently the hoops that they have to jump
But
through.
that's what I'm saying. Give them a little bit more autonomy and say, hey, you know what? Treat this like this is a separate corporation. It is a subsidiary of Hasbro. G.I. Joe Inc. Make Joe's great again and put that out. I hate that I even said that. That wasn't a political statement. That was,
Yeah, that's whatever.
that was terrible.
That's the
But-
way...
It's your red cap, buddy.
That's the way Amazon works. Like whenever they envelop someone into their fold, they keep the owner as the man running the show. Like they're Amazon owned by Amazon now, but
Yeah,
it's still
I don't know
the company that runs
See,
it.
I don't know if I necessarily like the Amazon analogy because they don't really bring somebody into the fold as much as they completely consume them like the
Oh, I agree.
blob,
I agree.
and then they just spit out the skeletons.
No, I totally
kinda
agree, but
I mean, that's just Amazon is just scary. But
it's the whole reason they're being seen by the antitrust right now.
Jeff Bezos can, like,
He could buy his way out of it.
he could buy his way out of it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he's like, or Bezos, whatever. He's, the first trillionaire in history. I think he could probably get around that. Just saying. I don't think he's worried about it. But I really do hope that more manufacturers catch on with doing it this way. I think that is the best thing to do for the fans. I really have to salute NECA for coming out and saying, hey, we realize that this is an issue and we want to fix it. And this is what we came up with. Something that's fair for everyone. Everybody can get their hands on it. It's only going to be open for a limited time, so it's still some exclusivity.
Yeah, exactly.
It seems like they just ticked all the boxes.
Sense.
It's like the best of both worlds, or they just made the best out of the situation. Whereas, once again, crickets from Hasbro.
Yeah.
Real quick on that note, though, I would like to give props to any of our viewers that did share it and put it on, whether it be forums or social media that was, for said toy companies. Because, again, I don't know if they saw our video. They literally, in that interview, he went down the line and hit all the stuff that we talked about. So, I mean, enough people out there are saying the same things. So, they're hearing it. So, thank everybody who shared it or were putting out, not just, hey, I'm pissed because I didn't get my stuff. I'm done with you guys. You guys are a-holes. All the venom.
Mm-hmm.
The positive ones, I think, are what helped bring the change. I mean, the negative stuff might have got their attention and said, hey, there's a problem. People aren't happy. But if you do too much of that, people stop listening to it.
Yeah.
And then the good ideas get lost in the shuffle. So all the people who had, great ideas and were throwing them out there, I think that's making a difference, especially, with these smaller companies like NECA and Funko. And
because they're small enough to listen.
Yeah.
Now, real quick while I'm thinking of, speaking of Funko, are the new exclusives I just saw, they got the Shipwreck, the Zartan, the Operation Funko, which my wife is super excited about. The Stretch Armstrong. Oh, the Glowworm. She's also very excited about the Glowworm. There's there's 2 Funkos right there. I know she's going to get for Christmas. Or whenever they come out. So get those 2 for me. I can't remember what else was in that line. Now, is that going to be ordered directly through them, or is that going through...
And I can't remember what the details were on that. This week's kind of been a blur for me. I know it popped up in my list of things that I need to pay attention to, and like, oh, these are awesome.
Yeah.
Right before I fell asleep.
Yeah.
So, till you brought it up, I haven't thought about them again since.
And I'm already thinking about, trying to get 2 of the Operation ones so I can, modify it and put a red LED in the nose just because and just leave it on. I know. I got to figure that out. Because if the nose doesn't light up, I'll be disappointed. I know it's not going to. That's not Funko's MO, but that would be so righteous.
Well, they get some light up ones. The Iron Man that lights up. They got a few of them that light up, yeah.
Oh, dude. If that Operation one...
They have the means. They have the technology.
Oh my gosh, dude! Bonkers, bonkers. That one will have to be on their site because if I don't get my hands on that, there will be the problems. There'll be some serious problems if I don't get my hands on that. Don't ruin Christmas.
I know, guy. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Let's get. Yeah, I need that and the glowworm. I'm just saying. So if anybody can make that happen, hook a brother up.
And piggybacking off of what Rich said, what I've appreciated most out of this series, which this will probably be the last one, is the viewers and the subscribers have actually created a dialogue. Mm-hmm. It hasn't just been, I didn't get my Joes, I'm angry. They've actually talked with each other and left comments. I might have been
one of those people that...
Productive dialogue,
it was a productive dialogue.
It was fun conversations to, engage in. And there's really, I think, only one troll that, that's as far as I'm going to go with that,
Oh,
no, I thought that was funny.
I was out last week. Now you have to show, after we're done recording, you have to show me the troll comments so I can respond to it, because those are my favorite. So, because I love to piss off people in a vacuum. It means absolutely nothing to me. So yeah, your feelings mean nothing to me. So yeah, I'm all for it.
Oh, did you show a feeling?
Yeah, like oh, sweetums.
But yeah, keep the dialogue going. we really enjoy it, and it actually helps create something instead of just voicing your feelings.
Yes, it's being productive, and we appreciate that. Maybe if all the adults would talk and explore their feelings, and we could get a lot of productive things done, but
Never
that's
happen.
neither here nor there.
Never gonna happen.
If you enjoyed the episode and you like our commentary, go ahead and hit the like button. Make sure to hit the subscribe and hit the bell notification icon so you can get notified every time we drop a new video.
And do some sharing.
And share. Share with your friends. Sharing is caring.
Another thing that we forget as adults. That we
Unless
learn
it's
as
an
kids.
STD, in which case it's not.
That's
That's not okay.
Still
Don't share
caring.
those. That's not. Don't share those. Keep those to yourself. So anyway, final words, Rich? Anything?
Nope, I'm good. Oh, but if you're still looking for the G.I. Joe Island stuff, some of that stuff, Cobra Island, yeah, those are hitting at Targets. I know a few people that have found some of them. I don't know anybody who's found all of them, so people are picking them over. But happy hunting on that one. I did. It was supposed to go live in store on the 14th, August 14th, and they bumped it up to the August 1st, and then most stores say, nope, it says we're not supposed to put them out until August 14th.
So they're sitting there.
Some of them are sitting there. Some stores have put them out. Some stores have put them out and said, oh, wait, no, we can't sell these. So that whole nightmare that if you ever look for exclusives at Target. But some people are fortunate enough that they are finding them. So we actually had a couple people that come in here said that they found some. So, I've got some happy people that are like, yes, things are getting better in the world. I'm finding these. So, yeah.
I have coronavirus, but I got my beachhead.
The little things in life.
Probably the Cobra Trooper is the one that I'm wanting the most, and unfortunately I have a feeling that Cobra Trooper is going to be the most expensive one.
And you're going to need a lot
one.
of them,
yeah.
Because you're going to need like a case.
So I'm going to have to try and find those at Target, because that's the only way I'm going to get those for a price that's low enough that I can actually build an army with them.
And by army you mean like what, like 5-6 dudes?
5 or 6 dudes.
That's not
5 or 6 dudes.
That's not 20.
Come on.
Oh my god.
Barely even a squad.
Whatever.
I know. $480 if it's what, 25?
Yeah.
Jeez. Must be nice.
I can see you doing that though, Rich.
I got
Yeah.
issues.
He's so gonna do it.
So didn't over Sentinel, so.
And he'll taunt us. He'll probably like line them all up here or something.
Yeah.
And taunt us with them. Well, until Rich builds his army, if anybody else has any problems with you as a grown individual going through the toy aisle, tell them, hey, you're just looking for some lost G.I. Joes. And tell them F you. We'll see you next week.